Well, no one in here yet, but hello everyone. Just making bands. Cut all the bands ready. Now I'm going to cut all the ties for them. What's happening, man? How you doing? I'm bored as fuck here in the house. Gotta make bands. It's fucking raining. So quiet, I thought I'd just get live. Daniel, how you doing, man? Dean? Curry and chips while I'm at it. Oh, I could do with some of that. All I've had today is a bowl of cereal. Fucking never tried this many bands in one go. I normally enjoy tying bands, but this is going to be a nightmare. Robert, how you doing, man? Don't even know how many of these I've cut now. Haha. I think that's 20. Doing good, thanks. Awesome, man. Got this competition coming up next weekend in Wales. And I'm so fucking excited, but I'm so nervous. What am I up to? I'm making bands. I got shitloads of them to tie. Leon, how you doing, man? I think that's 25. You'll smash it, mate. I just hope I don't come last. At stoplight. Fucking awesome, driving. How many did I say I thought that was? 25. Dean Sims, your first ever comp, you're bricking it. Is that a comp this weekend? You go into the same one as me? Hopefully you'll gravitate to doing your own band someday. It's worth it, man. That's fucking awesome, man. That is awesome. I think there's supposed to be about 30 people going, give or take. I haven't got a clue what that's about. That's done. That's 30. Do it in blocks of 5 and then come back here, I shouldn't forget. Zach, how you doing, man? Don't need to cut all these the same length, but please fuck with me if they're not. $35. That's what I wanted to ask. Dean, you measure the amber belt. I do. Well, crystal string I'm using. Dean, are you camping for the weekend, next weekend? I was going to, but it's supposed to be raining all weekend. what's that, 40 I think. You are. I'm hoping to, but if I'll be pissing down all weekend, I'm only 35 minutes away, I'm not going to bother. Dean, are you the one that makes gypsy slings? Loads of people doing gypsy slings now, isn't it? Well, there's just loads of people doing slingshots in general. Guaranteed to not have the right number of these. I think I need 10 more. Last 5 needed. Hello, how are you doing, Mr. Pink Hand Man? Lone Wolf, how are you doing, man? Message deleted by Cardi Plenka. View message. I gotta have a look. It doesn't show me. Never mind. These 3D print slingshots, but you can't sell them because of copyright. That's mad. Mr. Z, how you doing, man? I'm good, thanks. Right, let me cut the last 5 of these. Morning, Andy. How you doing, man? Question for other people who've shot competitions. Switched account, quick Andy though. One thing you wish you knew before you shot a competition. What is it? Just curious. Right, they're all ready to tie. I can go back in there. Fucking awesome. Now I gotta get all this into the living room. I'll take this in, I'll come back for the camera. Sorry about that, guys. I had to throw the dog off my seat. Now I just gotta sort this bloody camera out. Listening while working. That's cool. I come on here because I was just bored in the house on my own doing shit. It's pissing down outside, but I'm not feeling the most chatty. So unless people are asking questions or any sort of conversation going on there, chances of me saying much is kind of slim. No, that's bright. You'd think it's summer, but it ain't. We don't have a summer. Andy, Leon asked how you doing. I'll say it because you're only listening while working, so I had to read the chats. Right, I got one set of bands to tie. I haven't tried this stuff yet. Had it sent to me. Check out the colour on that. It looks like the GZK translucent green, but I think they said it was from the Philippines or somewhere like that. I'm not sure. I'll double check on that. But I'm tying these ones up. It's 0.6, 0.65, 0.62. So I'm tying it up with a big pouch if I can find it. Damn, where's it gone? I did have a big pouch out for 9.5mm steel. Ah, there it is. Awesome. Never use pouches that big. Looks small in the camera. That's a nice colour green. It is. I'm not sure what it's going to be like for aiming, because I use the top of the band for aiming, and how much it stands out against the frame is a big thing. Is that one magnet I made? It is. It's one of the grey G10 ones. Lots of doctor's appointments and all shit like that. Man, it's a nightmare. I've had doctor's appointments and all that crap going on this morning, and I got some Wednesday. I think I got one Thursday. Loads of appointments with the kids and with me. It's a nightmare. Gonna have to get a diary. Damn, this band feels thick. I love using bands I haven't tried before. Doesn't everyone? What's happened to Andy? It sounds like things are not being good. I hope you're alright, mate, and getting through it. Damn. These bands are heavy. Feels like a really stiff elastic. Stretches 6 times its length, but it just feels really stiff. Should adjust the pin on the jig, but I'm lazy. And as long as these bands last, I'm testing it out, so I want to play about with it. Hang on, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10. I want to put this elastic to the test with lots of different tapers and things. Wow, I can't understand that. But hello. Nice one for dropping by. We got people from all over the place. Love that. What was I saying? Yeah, I got to test these bands out. I want to test them with really slim tapers for light ammo as well. See what the longevity is like. Test the speed on them. But this band set is literally just going to be put together and used to shoot cans for the Grizzly Challenge. So it's a baseline of how they work, I guess. If it only lasts the challenge, I won't mind. I'll play about with it a bit more after. Can anyone translate what Marwa said? Is there a translate anywhere on the thing, look? "28 people in here while I'm making bands. Didn't expect that, guys. The last live I done was genuinely the best one I've done on YouTube. I don't know if anyone agreed, but the chat, the conversation was absolutely brilliant. Lots of people dropping in, lots of newbies, and the cool guys. And the shooting wasn't bad either. It was alright, like. feel terrible when I'm doing things like this and I'm not watching the screen. Roland, the comp ending on Sunday or Saturday afternoon. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. I can check with Andy, and next time I'm on here, let you know. I'll be going up for the full weekend. I'll be staying there till Sunday if I camp. If it's absolutely pissing down and I'm travelling back and forth, then I might not go up Sunday if there is no shooting. It depends. I do plan to be there the 3 days, whether I'm travelling back and forth or not. But the weather's a big thing. I'm gutted about the camping, I really am. If I don't camp, I'll be absolutely gutted. But my dog is a little breed dog, and if it's wet all fucking weekend, it's going to be freezing. And then I got to come home and spend 2 days drying everything fucking out, providing it's dry when I come home. And for the sake of a 30-minute drive, it's not worth it. I'm going to message Andy later and tell him my thoughts on this. You know, if I didn't have the dog, it wouldn't bother me. I'd put a hammock and tarp up in the woods instead of a tent, and I'd be quite happy there in the wet. Can't wait to see the comp roll on. I'm hoping to go live and do some videos throughout there, but whether or not I will, I haven't got a clue, to be honest. I don't know what it's going to be like for me because I haven't done one before. Don't know what it is. I just don't know nothing. Don't know. Play it by ear. Those bands feel nice. They'll be mint for 9.5s. I'm not looking forward to tying all these now. 16 of these ones, which is what I plan on shooting for the next forever as my main band. I love tying, but not this many. You'll be fine, bro. It's fun. It's gonna be fun. I can't wait. I just it's just social anxiety and shit like that. It is, but it'll be fine. It has to be. Forget about the comp. Go meet the friends you've made. That's right. That's what I'm really looking forward to. There's quite a few people I want to meet in the Slingshot community. Not all of them are coming to this one. I'll see more throughout the summer. Peace and Slingshots. Good afternoon. How are you doing? That doesn't want to go together neat. Got it in the end. Is anyone else shooting or tying bands or doing anything Slingshot related at the moment? Straight away, I know I've tied that a little bit too tight. Be back in a few minutes. The only one I can print is tip top. Tip almost length. Ah, 3D printing Slingshots. Just come in for a cuppa, but not got kettle on yet. The weather's alright with you then? I would be outside shooting and I'd be doing this tonight. But it's too wet. Hopefully I can shoot in the garden later if it dries up. Took Archie out for a walk, he wasn't impressed. First wet walk for a week or two. Good idea, kettle, BRB. I put a kettle on when I started cutting the ties. I turned it off because I was talking and I forgot about my coffee, guys. So if somebody can make me one, black with 1 sugar, that would be great. Ha, Lone Wolf wants one as well. Yeah, let's all have a coffee, guys. Anyone got biscuits or tea cakes to go with it? Tying bands takes twice as long while on the live. And I gotta get these ones perfect. Coming up, Roland. Awesome. Oh, see, that's all I can think about now is a toasted tea cake and a coffee. I gotta put the light on. I'm struggling to see. It looks bright in there, but it's not. That's better. Now I've put the light on. All my bands are going to be £1 dearer. Or cost me £1 more to make, I should say. I don't know why I have to check every band set. I know they're right. Yeah, only 15 of these ones to go. I do a bit of surfing. I do. Only a little bit, unfortunately. I used to do a lot. Up until about 5 years ago, I was in the sea 5 days a week. If not surfing, then just pissing about, doing a bit of open water swimming or diving. Not deep sea diving, cliff. But my body's a bit screwed. And even in the summer, if I go in the sea now, I turn white. The waves, I'll still go in, but it's got to be perfect to warrant what it does to my body. Seeing the boards behind you, that's cool. There's another one over there. I'll never get rid of them. Only the white one in front is what I really use. I am thinking about getting a paddle board, because I'll be able, nice sunny day, nice calm day, I'll be able to go and just paddle around for an hour or two with Archie on the board and not even get wet, and I'll be fine. And Archie might like that. Plus, I'll be able to go mackerel fishing off a paddle board, so I might well get one of them. Something I don't like about paddle boards. Paddleboard will be easier on the bones too. It will. I don't mind the bones. I'm in constant pain. Bollocks. Let go of that. Seems I've developed arthritis and it's a nightmare. But I'll just get on with it. Which measure you prefer, Roland, on tapers? 2012 is my go-to taper. Yeah, I don't mind the joint pain. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, even after 2 hours in the sea this time of year, in a good quality summer suit, after about 2 hours, I go white from the elbows down and I lose all feeling completely. End up paddling around, just slapping the top of the water because I can't feel my arms. But all the joint pain is just something I gotta live with now. It's absolutely shit, but it is what it is. I still manage to do everything, so it don't matter. And with the right inflammation tab or anti-inflammatory tablets and a nice bit of herbal medicine, I can still pretty much do anything. Went out and rode 20 miles yesterday on the mountain bike, loads of climbing, nice bit of downhilling. Fucking couldn't walk this morning when I got up, but a couple of tablets and a joint and I'm away slowly. Billy, good morning, man. How you doing? Is it morning? Good afternoon. Ha, don't even know what time of day it is. Very good morning to you. It is a very good morning. That video I posted up yesterday of the grizzly catapult challenge, I'm going to try and do more of them, keep it like a little series. If anyone else on here is in that group, do the same. Let's get it big, like. Maybe we can start some challenges back on YouTube. That'd be fun. Something extra. Those juggernaut challenges used to be good fun, but they all fizzled out. Couldn't separate them. I wet the 0.45 latex to stick them together to cut it, and they've stuck really well. Only a bit of tap water. What jigs are other people using at the moment, the tie bands? I wouldn't mind getting another jig that I can sit at the table with and I haven't got to hold it between my legs like that. But there's lots out there, and some of them are not cheap. Haggerty one looks good. Has anyone used them? I like the fact that it's all handmade by him as well. And it's not from China. UK maker. Yes. Yes to what, man? I think I'm only going to end up tying these yellow ones today. I can see me leaving the BSB till tomorrow. From India. Hello in India, from Wales, UK. That's awesome. We've had a few different countries drop by. Did anyone manage to translate what that other guy said? You'd think they'd have a translate button on here, like on Facebook, wouldn't you? Wow, and I got over 10 likes again on a live. Cheers, guys. That is banging. What frames are you shooting over in India at the moment? Do you shoot? I'd imagine you do, that's why you drop by. I never use a ruler to measure them, but I've just got it in my head that these bands have got to be perfect. Need more over 30 on here. Press the like. Nice one, Lone Wolf. It's mad how many people drop by into a live. I know a lot of people literally they see it on the new live feed and they literally just scroll through, but it counts as somebody popped by. But it shocks me how many people actually stay and watch a live. Not just mine, everyone else's. You'll have 30 people in there and struggling. You shoot, but you never use this type. You shoot tubes over there, do you? Round elastic, or is it square? You couldn't copy and paste from chat to translate. Ah, right. Did I see right? The sit down slinger. How are you doing? Thanks for dropping by, man. I haven't seen anything of you posting in a while now. Round tube rubber. That's cool. We shoot a lot of tubes over here as well, but it's mostly flat bands. Been having trouble with your band sets. What's going on with your band sets? So it's that bad? You're staying off camera. I was shooting a Samiki for a while, and they were that bad that I was taking off half-used band sets and putting a new one on, just to do a live to make sure it would last. I bought a roll from China, said tested it, getting like 700-800 shots, said how amazing it was, told people it was a brilliant latex, and then brought 3 rolls from the UK, same latex, same packaging, but from the UK, and I was struggling to get 200 sets out of a band set. Flat bands is definitely more accurate than tubes. Tubes last longer, but flat bands is more accurate, definitely. I love shooting tubes, but I'll only shoot them for instinctive shooting. Better speed and draw weight too. Yeah, definitely. can't wait to try that translucent green band I got there. I've been having breaks on the outside knots. I've tried multiple frames, multiplex latex, multiple pouches, all same results, over 50 band sets. Wow, that's really frustrating. That is frustrating. Have you got someone else to make you a band set to stick on in between all of this problems to see if it's like maybe something in that you've done with the shooting or the frames more than you're tying? I don't know. Because you've never had trouble like that before, have you? To go that bad, but they breaking easily after some time. Tubes should be lasting a long time. Are you maxing them out? Oh, the tubes break easily. They don't last as long as tubes, the flat bands, but well, it depends. Anywhere between 200 and 800 shots, which isn't good. It'd be nice if it was one number and you knew exactly what you was gonna get. Yeah, flat bands break easily. They do. They break easier than tubes, but they perform better, definitely. You've tried adjusting your band steps and changing your tying techniques. That's mad. That is mad. You haven't had just a stab in the dark here, but you know where you keep your latex? It couldn't have been contaminated with a chemical or something, could it? To like really alter, so it's like aged it really quick, perished it a bit or something, and it's not maybe not visible to the eye, like just a stab in the dark. It's weird how it's consistently on the pouch side of the knot as well. Normally when latex is bad, you have random breaks, or breaks normal but just doesn't last as long. And it's kept in a box under your bed, sealed up. That's crazy. That must be so frustrating. I don't know what else to try and think of, eh? I was pulling my hair out with that the Samaki band when I bought the stuff from the UK, and I was trying everything, trying all different ways, trying different materials to tie it, trying different knots, really extending my active length just to try and get an extra 50 shots out of a set of bands, and they wouldn't. It doesn't matter what I do to it, I couldn't get it to last. And I've sent half a roll off to someone else just so they can tell me if I'm going mad. Yesterday one band set lasted 4 shots. Wow. Wow. That's not going to give you any incentive to want to fill your pocket full of ammo and go and shoot for an hour, is it? Using amber belt. Have you tried the crystal string? got too tight. With my money or with my tie-in? Don't know how well you can see it in the video, right? Oh, you're talking to George about being too tight. I tried to start mine off going quite loose and tighten up as I'm going down the curls, and then the end over this side, loop it back over so the knot is on the pouch side away from the other end. I haven't tried crystal string in a long time. Last time I tried it, it popped off. You've got to go around a lot more times than amber belt, but I've never had one fail. I started off using amber belt, and I had a long time ago now a roll of crystal string as a freebie, and since I had that, I've never gone back. Very rare you have a break, it's more tiny tears. That's the way mine go. If I'm checking the bands regular, I'll always find a tiny tear before they go pop. If I'm not checking the band, they always break on the pouch end. Normally my top elastic on the pouch. I don't know why it's normally my top elastic. All I'm guessing is that I tilt the frame ever so slightly forward, so there's a little bit more tension on the top one. You've been using embroidery thread with a constrictor knot. Impressed with it. See, I can't get on with that. The cutter would do it, but I'd imagine if it was the cutter, you're not always going to have it consistently in the same place. It's going to be random places all the time. I wouldn't think a big wheel would even do one full rotation cutting a short band. So if there's damage to the roller blade, it would be cut in different parts. The loop tears part around the pouch hole, yeah, that's cut in. Different pouches could be worth a go. I'd imagine you've tried different pouches though, haven't you? If it's been going on that long and you've gone through 50 band sets or whatever, you've probably tried everything. Last time I done band sets live, I done 16 sets and one of them was wrong. I was gutted. Can't make that mistake today. I'm not going to be on you long enough to tie all of these. I gotta be honest. What time is it? I've only had a bowl of cereal today. We started talking about food, and since then my stomach hasn't stopped rumbling. All I can think of is toasted tea cakes. You only use pit pouches. The only pit pouches I can get on with at the moment is pit pouches for 7mm steel to shoot 8mm balls. If I use the 8mm pouches for 8mm balls, I find it awful. Almost lost that end, Dan. So glad I rescued it. Must give up on the Amiga latex because of problems. Tied a little tighter. That's good to know. I should be having a little sample of that to try in the next few days or few weeks. Size 40, you use them all the time for eats. They're brilliant, aren't they? It's hard to find that happy medium with bands, especially if you use different latex. Because the most frustrating thing I find is no two latexes like to be tied quite the same anyway, do they? When I was getting on really good with the Sameki, that liked to be tied tight, and I could like spin it tight from the beginning. Started using this stuff and tying it the same way, and this wasn't lasting. And the person who gave it to me to try told me to tie it looser. They were having amazing results with it. So I had to play about, and I come up with how I'm tying it now, and straight away the band life more than doubled. I can't believe I got so many people watching this live. There's somebody who does occasionally. I haven't seen him live for a while, but the Smooth Show, is it George? I don't know, but we all know he is. And when he's tying bands, he can shoot where he is, and it's so much more exciting. Love to have a proper decent length indoor range. Don't over tight, but it's extra tight. It's so hard to know how tight is too tight, how tight is right. A lot of us just don't experience, isn't it? Something that I've learnt when I'm putting it on the jig is I can tell if they're pulled enough by giving a little push down and feeling the tension that way. That really works for me. Tells me if there's something wrong, gives me an idea anyway. I want to go all to new pouches. These are all old pouches, but I just can't justify it because there's life left in them. But they're looking a little bit worse for wear now. But they're shooting nice still. Right now, down my latex, electric 1.5 exclusively. The more I use it, the more I learn how it likes to be tied. That's a big part in getting the most out of a band, I think, is sticking to one. But you've got to find one you like enough to want to stick to it. Where are the pegs? The pegs on here are set, if I move that back, it's set in the smallest. It's set there, but I should have moved the peg back when I tied that pouch. because that pouch is that much bigger. So it didn't really, when I was tying this one, it didn't stretch it far enough. But I was only doing one of them, and I got loads of the other ones to do, so I just left it as it was. But they're only tiny little pouches for 7mm steel, so I've moved it in as close as it'll go. I hope that helps you work it out a little bit. That popped off then, didn't it? We measure that. Bang in. I haven't tried any other jigs though, and I want to try another jig. I want to get one that I can use on a table and have clamped to a workbench. I'm gonna try it later. Fingers crossed for you, man. I hope it works. Let me know if it does. What band jig are you using at the moment, or have you been using before wanting to try one of these? And just in case there's anyone else here now, just plain OTT. I can't be bothered with the extra messing about the trifold. It gets all fiddly and I just get frustrated. That's too loose on there now. That's better. It's hard to get them all exactly the same as well, because the pouches are stretched different. Some of these pouches are gone through 2 or 3 band sets. Some of them are gone through 6 band sets. So even a millimetre extra stretch in the pouch alters a little bit how much it stretches when you put it over there. Black and red Amazon metal jig. I think I know the ones. Which hole in the pouch? There's only one hole in the middle. It just goes in the middle hole. Middle hole every time. If I use pit pouches, then it's different every time depending on how long the pit pouches are, I guess. How many was that? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, and I let it go. No way. Be with you now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Use 2 clamps with string joint together. Like can vandal. I'll have to have a look at this video. I think I'm going to buy one of the Haggerty ones and try that, but I don't want to spend any money and then it's like, oh, I end up going back to this. I don't mind buying one if it's going to be good and if I'm going to use it. Your knot looks way tighter than mine. People are saying gentle. Mine, yet they still break. I couldn't say if they're tight or loose compared to yours. What I do with these is I start off tying quite loose, and as I'm turning, the first like one isn't very tight at all. The second, third, fourth, they just get very gradually tighter. And then I fold that end back so the knot is next to the pouch side. Excuse me. I am going to have to bounce off now and get food. I'm absolutely starving. I should have ate before coming on here. But I've been on here nearly an hour. I didn't realise that's flown by again. Super, super fast. Time flies when you're on here. I'll do this one and then I'm going to bounce off, eat food, and I'll get the rest finished a lot quicker then. Hopefully it'll dry up and I can shoot. It's been another cool live though, with lots of people interacting. Can't get cheaper than 2 clamps. I used to clip top and market. Yeah, that's pretty much all Haggerty ones are, but he makes a lovely nice base for them and everything. I could make it myself, but I just can't be bothered. I'm gonna try and show this in the camera now. I don't know if it'll pick it up. Nah, it won't. But it's kind of cone shaped along where I've spun it. Because it's looser on the one end than the other. And I put that one over to the side and go over it, which takes both ends onto the pouch side. You made your jig. It makes sense to make them if you can save money, but I'd rather be making frames at the moment. If I'm gonna go in the shed and do anything, I got a lot of ideas. I want to start working on a slightly different shape frame. But at the same time, I need to sell some frames for materials. My supplier, my basket has got £300 worth of materials in it, and I can't go spending any more of my money until I've sold something. Unfortunately, I'd like to just buy the materials, keep everything, and make a load more for myself. It's an old survival bracelet jig I decided to modify with 2 clamps. That sounds cool. That sounds really good. Recycling and modifying old stuff is awesome. Oh, only 9 of those ones left. No. Yeah, 9. Anyway, guys, it's been awesome. I'm just approaching an hour. I'm going to go and feed myself and then get back to it. Hope everyone has a good day. I'll try and go live if I shoot later. I don't know. I need to just get some really constructive practice in, and it's hard when you're live. But we'll see. I gotta eat. Take it easy, guys. Get out there and shoot your slingshots.